Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Norse Afternoon of Fun 2023, starring Ole, Lena, and Sven.
So good of you to come visit me, Sven. It's been a long time since you come down from North Dakota to visit Lena and me.
Yeah, it has. What you and Lena been up to?
Well, we've done a lot this past year.
Oh, like what?
Well, we made it to all the Stoughton track meets. The strangest thing happened though. The coach asked if I was the pole vaulter.
Well, that was stupid. What did you say?
I told him he was crazy. I'm not the pole, I'm a Norwegian, and my name isn't Valter neither.
What else you been up to?
Well, I took Lena to see the ballet. That was okay, but the ballerinas danced on their toes all night. You'd think they could find taller dancers.
Yeah, you think they would. Well, how has the marriage been going for you? The honeymoon over yet?
Oh no, Lena treats me just like a Greek god.
How's that?
Every night at supper, she serves me a burnt offering.
Ah, yeah. Sounds like the marriage is going pretty good for you then, there, Ole. I have some amazing news to share with you. This year, I put a puzzle together in just 6 months.
That seems kind of long for a puzzle, Sven.
Well, the box had 3 to 5 years.
Oh, that's good then. Yeah.
Ole, remember that time we went fishing in Minnesota?
Yeah, there were so many fish. We couldn't catch them all.
Yeah, you were so smart, Ole. Put a big red X on the bottom of the boat so we could find the same spot the next day.
Yeah, it didn't work though. They gave us a different boat the next day.
Yeah.
Oh, there you guys are.
Oh, hi there, Lena.
I've been looking all over for you. Can you stay a little longer, Sven? There are a bunch of little people outside, and they told me they're going to sing the Norwegian national anthem. You should really stay to hear them. Remind us of the old country.
Yeah, I can stay.
Okay, well, we'd better get out of their way. Here they come now.
And now, the 2022 Set to Mind King and Queen, Roger and Donna Straley, will be serenaded by our fiddles, Michael and Teddy.
As we introduce the past royalty, please rise if you are able and give away.
1976, Ron and Barb Furseth.
1918, Dave and Ann Nelson.
1995, Don Woolley.
1998, Roger and Judy Nitsch.
1990, Tom and Fellaine Chose.
1999, Bev Beaver.
2005, Jerry and Judy Grittenholm.
2007, Kent and Judy Schrader.
2009, Joe Laffey Roloff.
2010, Dave and Barb Collin.
2011, Barb Entwistle.
2012, Mike and Brenda Sheridan.
2013, John and Darlene Arneson.
2015, Dan and Jody Hansen.
2017, Marty and Jean Lamers.
2018, Bob and Jody Kuhn.
2020 and 2021, Randy and Donna Olson.
2022, Roger and Donna Sterling.
Thank you to all past and present King and Queens.
Velkommen alle sammen til norsk ettermiddagen 2023. We are so excited to have you all here today. Welcome everybody to Norse Afternoon of Fun 2023. What a wonderful crowd. We are so excited this year because we are celebrating 70 years. Let's give them a cheer. All the alumni come down in the latter half of the program. It's going to be so much fun. So without further ado, let's welcome the 2022-23 Stoughton Norwegian Dancers. immigrated to the United States from Scandinavia. And of course they brought their traditions, and those of us in Stoughton know that better than anybody else. We're trying to keep the old traditions alive here. And of course they brought their dance traditions, and those traditions made their way into the American square dances. This is a Scandinavian square dance, so I want you to watch. You're going to see some familiar moves if you know anything about square dancing, but then at the end you'll see a move that is very traditional Scandinavian. The guys will pick the ladies up on their arms and then circle around. Scandinavian square. So back in the olden days, everybody knew the whole process of sheep farming. We're fortunate this year we actually have a sheep farmer in our group. We've also been able to witness this firsthand at Old World, Wisconsin. So they would go out and gather up the sheep, they'd shear the sheep, they take that wool and they put it on the spinning wheel to make the yarn, and then they take that yarn, put it into the weaving loom, and then they would create these big bolts of fabric or these beautiful tapestries. And so that whole process was put into their dances in Norway, Sweden, and Finland. And we're going to show you the Swedish version today. Swedish weaving. This is a wonderful Norwegian dance. They're going to come out and do 2 squares, and I challenge you to try to keep your eye on a particular couple or a particular dancer, because they're going to be moving all around the square. Sometimes they'll switch places with their partner, with another couple that's on the floor. Other times they'll be switching partners. The guys will be grabbing another girl to take across the floor. And then you'll notice there comes a part where some of the girls give their partner a shove. They're like, I don't want to dance with you anymore. And so in typical Scandinavian fashion, the guys will have to do some sort of gymnastic stunt to earn his partner back. Riva 2.
are Dan and Jody Hansen. Dan and Jody are honored and humbled to be chosen as this year's recipients.
Both Dan and Jody are proud to be lifelong Stoughton residents. They have 2 grown children, Justin and Shylar, who are now raising their families in Stoughton with wife Amanda and husband Brian. They have 2 grandchildren, Blake and Tucker.
The Hansons have enjoyed serving the consumer electronics needs of the Stoughton community for the past 25 years. Dan says, because of our loyal and supportive customer base and our great customer service-oriented employees, we have been able to operate a successful family-owned business, and we have been able to give back to the community with both time and resources.
Dan and Jody have been active members of many local nonprofit organizations and have served on several nonprofit boards. These include the Stoughton Area Chamber of Commerce, Stoughton Hospital, Stoughton Area Youth Center, Juvenile Diabetes Association, the Sheeley Foundation, Set Naman Committee, President of the Stoughton High School Norwegian Dancer Parent Group, and Friends of Norwegian Culture, as well as many other youth organizations and activities.
Their business, Hanson Electronics, has supported countless nonprofit groups, fundraising events, and other community events over the last 25 years, providing prizes, financial contributions, and volunteerism.
They feel blessed to have the opportunity to be a part of so many great things here in Stoughton and are looking forward to spending time more with their grandchildren and continuing their involvement in the local Stoughton community. Congratulations, Dan and Jody Hanson.
Thanks to our community for supporting our business over the years. We've been blessed to be part of so many. Thank you for smiling and welcome to see you. Thank you very much.
Curry. We'll continue with Curry, which is another weaving dance. So earlier I mentioned that the whole weaving process was put to dance and music in Norway, Sweden, and Finland, and we showed you the Swedish version. Now we're going to show you the Finnish version. And this one is a little bit more artistic, so the parts of the weaving process are a little bit harder to pick out, but the part that's going to be easiest for you to see is when they're in this U shape and you'll see the couples weaving in and out amongst each other. That symbolizes the shuttles of the weaving loom moving back and forth. And then at the end, they will take their circle and they will stretch it 3 times, and that symbolizes the testing of the fabric to make sure that it's good and strong. Curry. and join us, they can do so. Trade tour. We're going to demonstrate trade tour for Fauna. This dance comes from the north part of Bergen. And alumni, this is where we're going to need your help, so I expect all of our alumni to come down and help us out with this, so that we make sure that every kiddo that wants to dance has someone to dance with. So thank you in advance, alumni, for doing that. Trade tour for Fauna. All right, boys, time to get up. Rimarula is a Swedish dance, and they're going to be starting out in 2 lines. And the girls that are across from each other will often come together and switch places. Sometimes they meet in the middle and switch. And on a couple of occasions, the guys will be tossing them to the other side. And most of you are located on the side, so that's good. I want you to watch for the really cool part of this dance is when the 2 lines come together and they pass through with just a slight step to the side. And if that's done really well, that has a really neat effect. Rimarula.
We'd love to remind you that there is delicious baked goods out in the hallway, along with some amazing homemade lefse.
That sounds good. There's also ready-to-eat treats and beverages for sale at the cafeteria.
There's plenty more to do during intermission, such as our raffle that has 25 amazing prizes.
Yeah, check out this American Girl doll dressed in a Norwegian Dancers.
And did you know that the dancers are going to Norway this June? To help raise a little extra money for our trip, we are doing a silent auction.
Yeah, We take the retired bunas that the dancers used to wear, clean them, and turn them into some really great things.
Such as this amazing bed rug made out of a rocker.
Yeah, and this set of 3 pillows made from the South Trundle buna.
And this amazing purse set made out of the telemark.
We hope you enjoy your intermission, and we'll see you back here in 15 minutes.
Playing the national instrument of Norway, the heart on your fiddle, and Grace on the keyboard. Let's give them a big round of applause. We know 48 songs from memory. They're doing a fantastic job. So without further ado, let's continue into the second half of Norse Afternoon of Fun. dance of all. Little Man, this is a Danish dance, so it would be Bittemann in Danish. And they're going to come out on the floor in groups of 4. And you'll notice that the girls will be putting their arms across the guys' shoulders and linking their hands together. And as the guys stand up tall and start to walk around, the girls' feet will lift up off the floor and they'll be flying in the air. They'll do that for you 3 times. On the second time, the girls will be flying up and down as the guys do a dipping motion. And then on the last time, our group in the middle is going to use a different hand hold, which will allow the girls to spin a little bit higher and a little bit faster. And that's why they're putting rosin on their hands, like gymnasts use, to give them a little bit better grip, so they don't go flying out into the audience. Little man. Or GK for short is what the dancers like to call this dance. And it's a finish dance. And they're going to start in 2 squares. And the corner couples will come together on 3 different occasions, form a small little circle, and then the guys will be working their way around that circle as the girls go back and forth through the middle. We call those the little pendulums. And then at the end, they'll be taking their 2 squares and forming them into one great big circle. Going country lead.
They act as an ambassador to Stoughton, and they contribute authentic Norwegian culture to Mai Festival. Thank you for all that you do. Speaking of Mai, the Stoughton Chamber of Commerce has been hosting this town's largest festival since 1966. A festival of traditional foods, activities, costumes, and local royalty. I am Abby Welsh, the State Farm Agent here in Stoughton. I am a current board chair for the Stoughton Chamber of Commerce. I have a distinct pleasure to introduce to you the 2023 Prince and Princess, King and Queen. Are you ready? Every year, third graders who reside in the Stoughton Area School District are invited to enter their name in a drawing to serve as the Mai Prince and Princess. These youth ambassadors represent the festival at various events during the week leading up to the festival. Some of their duties include attending tea and luncheons with area nursing homes, appearing at the state capitol with the Norwegian Dancers, often giving the governor or a state representative the official coin, and waving to the crowd at the parades. This year's Mai Prince is August Schaefer. August is 9 years old and in third grade at St. Anne's School. The son of Scott and Carly, he has 2 older sisters and 1 younger brother. Gus is very interested in the arts and takes pottery classes downtown Stoughton. He also loves his musical theater dance class at Stoughton Center of the Arts. Along with the arts, he enjoys football, skateboarding, and playing video games. August is so honored to represent the Stoughton youth at the Mai as the Mai Prince. Joining August in the 2023 royalty is also Hazel Dursky. Hazel is a third grader at San Helena Elementary. The daughter of Alex and Ronna, Hazel is the sister to Reed, Theodore, and Jack. She enjoys playing with her dog Buck, taking care of her 6 chickens. She is an excellent baker and looks forward to cooking and doing art projects with her family and grandparents. She loves swimming and plans to enjoy the swim team in the near future. Please help me in congratulating our 2023 waiting for. The King and Queen first made their trip to Stoughton in 1992. As he had a job interview, he accepted the job and they moved to Stoughton. They fell in love with the city and now have been here for over 30 years. They call Stoughton their home. A lot has changed since their arrival since 1992. While they remain very active in our community in raising 3 children who all graduated from the Stoughton High School. The King has been a volunteer for many local communities, including the Smart Growth Committee, the Stoughton Hospital Board of Directors. He was honored and thoroughly enjoyed the opportunity of being a member of the Stoughton Veterans Memorial Steering Committee. He was a member of the first graduating class of Leadership of Stoughton program. He has been a volunteer for boys basketball coach at Stoughton High School for over 29 years. He was active in the Chamber of Commerce, serving as a chamber ambassador as well as the chamber board. After the Queen graduated from UW-Madison in 1993, she joined the Stoughton Senior Center as a volunteer coordinator. Working with assisting Stoughton Senior Committee proved to be her passion. The Queen has been very active in her volunteer work in and around Stoughton. She also serves on the Stoughton Hospital Board of Ethics, Carriers Hub Editorial Board. She is currently the president of the Housing Advocacy Team. She is also very active in her work community and was honored to serve as the board president of the Wisconsin Association of Senior Centers. Currently, both the King and Queen are working with the Stoughton Resettlement Project, helping some of the Ukrainian refugees relocate to Stoughton. Congratulations, Dan and Cindy McClendon.
Every year, 20 fourth grade students across the district are chosen to represent their class at the annual Norse Afternoon of Fun. These students are chosen because they are excellent students and great role models. They have come to the high school at 6:45 a.m. on 4 Tuesday mornings in order to be here today to perform with the dancers. Now let's all rise and give an enthusiastic welcome for our 2023 fourth grade Norwegian Dancers.
They have done an amazing job, a very, very fun group. All right, dancers, are you ready? All right, fourth graders, here we go. Norwegian dance called clap dance, and if we translated that into English, it would be clap dance, and you'll see why shortly. Clap dance. So Nur is north, so this is North Fjord, a Norwegian waltz. So if you noticed in the beginning when they came in, they were doing a schottish step. The last dance, clap dance, was a polka step, and now they're going to show you a waltz step. I also want all of our alumni to watch carefully because when we get to the alumni portion, this will be the first alumni dance, and I'm hoping that some older people might be able to come down who maybe can't do quite the fast polka anymore, but they could join in for this wonderful waltz. So watch very closely and see how it's done. Fjord, fjord. ready to do the shot. This is an amazing group of fourth graders. We've had so much fun with them. They've come in, as I said earlier, 4 Tuesdays in the morning, bright and early, and they would all show up early. They were so eager and excited, just lots of energy, and it was just so much fun. So thank you, fourth graders, and thank you to all of your families who made the commitment to get them here as well. Thank you to everybody who bought raffle tickets. We really appreciate it. As I said earlier, we are going to Norway this June. We are so excited to be touring Norway once again. We were supposed to go in 2020, then 2021. Neither of those happened. We didn't even try in 2022. And so now we're going in 2023. So we're really excited about that. But now, we also have our 70th anniversary. And I'm just really excited to see our alumni, and so I'm going to ask, I'd like to honor all of our alumni from all of the decades. And so if you were a dancer in the 1950s, if you are here, would you be able to stand for us, please? Is there anyone here from the 1950s? We were just wonderful. And saw Maya Martin. Who do we got back here? Wonderful. Congratulations. I want you guys to come on out onto the floor now as we call people. Come on out. Now 1960s. If you graduated in 1960, stand up. Not 1960, but the decade 1960s. Please stand up. Make your way down onto the floor. You don't have to dance. I'm not going to force you to dance. But if you could just come down and be recognized as like all of our alumni to come down on the floor. 1960s. Wonderful. 1970s. The 70s decade. Come on down if you're an alumni from the 1970s. Anybody? How about 1980s? Come on down. Come on out. Like I said, we aren't going to force you to dance. We just want to recognize you, and we're so thankful that you're here. Come on out onto the floor. I guess that would include me too. I'm a 1980s alumni. 1990s. Wonderful 90s decade. Come on down if you were a dancer in the 1990s. Awesome. Now we've got some dancer parents who are alumni. Awesome. How about the 2000s, early 2000s, 2000 to 2010? Come on down. Wonderful. 2010 to 2020 and to present. So 2010 to present. Come on down. Wonderful. This is so awesome. All right, so let's have everybody smile for the photographer on this side. Is there any way we can squish together and actually get a photo with everybody? It might be a bit difficult. Okay, so girls, you're going to start on the left side of your partner, the left side. All right, here we go with Northfjord. So Rhinelander is a classic Norwegian dance, and there's many different sections of Rhinelander. And what we love about Rhinelander from Norway is that all the sections just flow seamlessly into the next. Most European countries have their own version of Rhinelander, but we of course do the one from Norway. And ours is called Old Rhinelander or Gammel Rhinelander. we'll continue on with snooze dance. So in snooze dance, we're pretending that we've gathered together for an evening of fun. Things are going great. The guys and the girls are even starting to flirt with one another until the guys decide it's time to sniff some snooze, which then makes them sneeze all over the ladies. So let's see what happens in snooze dance. And girls, don't be too hard on your guy partner. Waiting for the dads of our boy dancers. We're going to have all the guys plus all of our alumni who want to dance this. Everybody come on down and join us. This is Oxen dance. This is a guy's Norwegian dance. And in Oxen you'll see the men being not very nice to each other. They're going to be making faces at each other, pulling on each other's hair, punching each other, and even slapping each other. But it's all done in a rather humorous fashion. And in Norse, it's even a little more hilarious than usual because we have dads who have never danced this before. And some of them didn't even know they were going to be pulled out on the floor today. And they're being completely taken by surprise. So let's see how these guys do in Oxen dance.
Thank you.
auction table at the end of the program. And the winner of our silent auction can also claim their prize at that table at the end of the program. And I will announce those winners now. So the winner of the table runner is Paulette Carter. The winner of the pillow set is Caroline Russing. And the winner of the purse set is Laura Kalinsky.
And now we're going to conclude today's performance with our Norwegian hulling. And this is really more of a celebration than a dance. And so this is where we like to do a little pretending. We're going to pretend that we are back in old Norway 200 years ago, and we've all been invited to a wedding. And we've all gathered from the neighboring valleys, and most of us are family. We've gathered together to have a celebration. And back then, Norwegians would celebrate for an entire week. Nowadays, it's a day. Or night. And so during those weeks, they would have to come up with things to do. And so often the young men would gather together and they, like to show off for the other people at this wedding. And they maybe try to see who could do the best gymnastic stunt or who could be the strongest. And so you're going to see our guys doing that. They're going to be competing amongst each other and showing off for all of you. Now, one thing to know about these Norwegian weddings, and they still do this today, they stay up all night long till about 5 in the morning celebrating. Now, can you imagine doing that for an entire week? We're gonna all get a little tired. And when we get tired, we get a little silly. So you might see our guys doing some silly stuff for you. And then imagine this week-long wedding celebration. It's basically a family reunion, right? So in most people's families, there's at least one person who
there's at least one person who gets on everybody's nerves, and I think you'll be able to pick him out pretty quickly. We happen to have one of those in our group too. And then watch at the very end as the guys will do the very traditional hulling cast. It's an old tradition in Norway. One of the girls will stand on a chair, hold a stick out with a hat on the end, and the guys have to kick that hat off. So that's where they really need you to encourage them. So if you can cheer them on loudly so they can get those hats off, that'd be awesome. Now we'd love to have a lot of fun with this. And you guys look like a fun crowd. I think you're going to get into this. It's okay if you boo a little bit for, the guy who doesn't want to join in on all the fun. It's okay if you do that. And then, of course, cheer for those things that you do love. So are you ready to have a good time? Yeah! And before we do, I'm going to ask if there's any elementary school children, if you would like to come down and sit along the edge right in front of the chairs, you are welcome to do so at this time. And just sit right in front of the chairs. All right, let's have fun with the Norwegian hulling. Find your families. This has been an amazing afternoon. Thank you everyone for making this such a special 70th anniversary celebration. We couldn't have been more pleased with the turnout, and you've just been fantastic. Unfortunately, all good things must come to an end, and we leave you now with good night, ladies.